Doris Osmond. 8, Joanne Sullivan. 9, Renee Tompkins. 10, Sarah Yettin. 11, Natalie Kowalski. And 12, Tommy Rosalie. And the coach, Harry Doctor. The officials for this evening's match. Referee 1, Andrew West. Referee 2, Neil Zappa. Third official is Jonathan Moore. And timekeeper, Ryan Sheffield.
Well, welcome to the Open Women's Final between New South Wales Lightning and Thunder. We're expecting a cracking match for this. My name's Russ Gibbs from Capital Football. I'll be calling this game for you alongside Kim Marshall from the FFA. We're looking forward to the Open Women's Final. Hopefully it lives up to the expectations of the other games that we've seen today.
Yeah, this will be an interesting battle. They played on day one, and to put it plainly, it was a war. I'm sure we're going to see more of the same here. So I don't think that the girls out there are going to be sort of just out there having a bit of fun. This will be a war.
Well, we're certainly looking forward to it. It was very, let's say, full-blooded when they met earlier, as Keane mentioned. Thunder in the blue, Lightning in the white. Lightning won that game 1-0. Will they be able to repeat the feat in this one? Here's Laura Donnelly. And Zoe Redmond. Ball forward, intercepted by Catherine Ladinio. Doris Osmond. Challenge there again. And it's out of play. And the first foul of the day didn't take very long. Xanthi Dumbrell will take this. This Lightning team, a lot of them played in the youth tournament last year, so they've made the step up, and they've stepped up really well, King.
Yeah, they have. It's interesting to see how they'll go here. Different circumstances, one-off game. They've played here all week, so they know the environment, so it'll be interesting to see how they handle that.
Sure, it's going to be a cracker. Lightning starting with Sarah Eastep in goal, Catherine Ladinio, Xanthi Dumbrell, Dominique Caradad, and Jada Cambaz. This is Cambaz from Ladinio. Here's Zoe Redmond, one of the starters for Thunder, looking to get through the first challenge, wins a free kick. They've also got out there Claire Walsh, Laura Donnelly and Doris Osmond, as well as goalkeeper Tani Rose Kelly. Claire Walsh has been the go-to for the Thunder this week with 3 goals, joint top scorer for the competition. But they've certainly shared them around. Everyone's pretty much had a goal. Oh, here's a real chance early on for Caradad, in on goal, and she scores early. What a start for the Lightning. 2 minutes in, Dominique Caradad's 3rd goal in the competition. She ripped Zoe Redmond, raced clear, and then when she needed to finish, she gave us one. Lightning lead 1-0.
She certainly did, and it's sort of almost reminiscent of the first game where they scored early and then just held on. So be interesting to see how they respond to this.
Well, that's only the 8th goal they've scored all week, but on the positive side, they've only conceded once in every game that they've played this week so far. So, as you say, they held on in that first game. Thunder know that they've got some way to go to break this team down if they can find a way through what's been a rock-solid defence all week. Yeah,
well, let's not call it the Great Wall of China, but it's they've been very solid in defence, and it'll be interesting to see if they can replicate that during this game.
Well, that pass from Laura Donnelly blocked by Xanthi Dumbrell. Laura Donnelly's been absolutely fantastic this week. In the must-win game against South Australia the other day, they were 2-0 down, and then she came in the second half creating 4 goals from nothing, really, and has had a superb tournament.
Yeah, she has. It's it's always good to see these young girls coming through and to go on to bigger and better things, and I'm sure she'll have a fine game today.
And there's Osman with a ball forward. I remember her from a couple of years back as well. She was a goal machine in one of the lower grades. East Hope rolls it out, and there's goal scorer Caradad. Not quite as accurate with that pass as she was with the shot that put her team ahead really early. Keane mentioned that it could be a bit of a war between these two, and I think that goal will certainly do nothing to dispel that. And there's a free kick for a foul by Mladinho on Walsh. What do you think it is that brings out the feistiness between these two? Do you think they know each other so well that might be it?
I think obviously their location. They all come out of the same pond essentially, and they all know each other. I'm sure they play against each other in their domestic competition. And as the old saying, you usually kick your friends harder than your enemies. So
it's true. Here's a break on. Hit Dumbrell on their heels. It's Jada Cambas and Caridad's pass again. Well, she's 3 passes so far. 1 she's poked in the net and 2 she's given away. I'm sure she won't mind.
Maybe there's a magnet on the sideline.
She got the one that mattered though, early on, taking those chances that Keane's been talking about throughout the day. And here's another one here. Opportunity, another poor clearance from Zoe Redman. It was pounced upon by Cambas, and Tani Rose Kelly had to be on her toes to come and get that one.
She did, and lucky she was alert there, otherwise it would have been another shot on goal. So,
yeah, probably not the start that Paolo Duarte, the coach from the Thunder, wanted from his team. Probably wanted them to keep it nice and tight early on. But they're trying things. At the moment they're not coming off, but there's plenty of time to go.
Yeah, well, sometimes an early goal against you can just relax you. Just takes a little bit of heat out of things, and you can relax a bit more. And you're already behind on the score sheet, so you've got nothing to lose.
Goals between the goals for these sides have been pretty slim. As I mentioned, Lightning only having 8 for the tournament, Thunder only with 10 as well. So all roads seem to point to not being many goals in this game. But you never know. I'll go back to one of the games we watched earlier on in the boys 15s earlier in the week. New South Wales Thunder beat Queensland 6-1 in their round robin game, and when it came to the grand final it was an amazing 7-7 draw.
Yeah,
which Queensland won on penalties. Just goes to show on the day you just never know what's going to happen.
Exactly, you'd never pick that. It was epic. I thought their coach was going to blow a valve in his head, but his team was triumphant in the end.
We've been very lucky this week, actually, Keane. The standard of futsal across the board has been very, very good.
Yeah, there's been lots of really, really close games, which you want to see. You never want to see anyone get dominated, and today was no different.
Here's Doris Osman with the distinctive orange boots. Got to be a player to be able to wear boots like that. Here's Tompkins. Osman again. Jada Cambas comes in with a challenge, much to the approval of Dominique Caridad down there. She was happy with the challenge that her teammate made. That comes to nothing though. To see Thunder born on Renee Tompkins. She's a great player, Renee Tompkins. She's had a bit of a quiet week by her standards, but when it comes to the big occasion, she's usually one to step up. Yeah,
she can certainly strike a ball. It's interesting to see the Thunder don't really have a leader that takes the game by the scruff of the neck for them. Unlike the Lightning with Carradine there on the ball now, who tends to drive her team quite well.
Yeah, she's very vocal, and she's certainly letting her teammates know what she wants, and so is the goalkeeper at the moment, Sarah Easthope, who, along with Dana Buttigieg, they've been sharing the duties this week, a half each, and as I said, only conceded 1 goal between them. Must be great to have 2 goalkeepers of that quality in your squad.
Yeah, certainly helps.
Well, I'm sure we'll see Dana Buttigieg in the second half. Here's Donnelly. She was another one of those that's come through the youth system and performed well in the final last year, I believe. So Lightning have the ball and the lead, 1-0 after 8 minutes in the Open Women's Championship final. The penultimate match of about 6 million that we've played this week. Probably not that many, but I would have thought a couple of hundred at least.
Yeah, 258 in total, I think, Russ, is the number.
Good maths, you just worked that out straight away.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Good work.
3 venues, times about 600 games per venue.
And credit to the players and officials and staff that have put through what's been an unseasonably warm Canberra summer's week. Temperatures hitting 40-odd degrees in the capital today. Here's Donnelly. Walsh picks it up. I think it was 41 at one stage, and we've had high 30s for the last couple of days.
Exactly, and just while we're talking about staff and etc., it's Capital Football have done a fantastic job in delivering this event for Football Australia. So we're very appreciative of that.
Yeah, Jess Wheeler, the tournament director, has certainly put on a cracking show for us with Cassie Behrens this week. And the volunteers, plenty of those around who have helped out to make sure it runs smoothly. Here's Tompkins to Walsh. Tompkins again. Gives it away this time to Dumbrell. But Donnelly couldn't quite make it work, and here's Caridad. Bit of a shove there from Dumbrell. Here's Caridad still going, firing it across, but Tompkins picks it up. Rangy stride from Renee Tompkins, but great tackle that is. Well, I thought it was a good tackle, but the referee, Nicholas Bacco on the far side, disagrees with me, and he's closer, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, well, we've got to back him there. Considering his last name is Bacco, we'll back him.
Dear oh dear. It's been a long week. I can only apologise for that. Andrew Best is the referee on this near side. Jonathan Moore, the third official, and Ryan Shepherd, FIFA referee, is timekeeping for us today. Tompkins lays it back to Sarah Yatin. And the tackle is from Caridad. And Thunder have the ball. Walsh charged down well by Caridad again. Score of the only goal early on. 10 minutes almost played here in the Women's Open Final, quarter of the way through the match. Just amends to come after this. Joanne Saliba. I'm not sure if that was a shot or a through ball, but either way it didn't work. Here's Caridad looking for Jessica Elliott, but she couldn't keep it in play. And Tompkins has possession. Here's Eleanor Rugg and Saliba. Tompkins again. Bit of a loose pass there from Tompkins to Alicia Williams.
I think fatigue is going to play a large part in this game, Russ. You're just looking at the Thunder girls there. They're just looking a little bit heavy in the legs, not as sharp as they were early in the week, where the Lightning, which is certainly a younger side, have just got that little bit more spring in their step, which is going to prove vital as this game continues.
Well, here's Rachel Perrins. She scored 2 goals this week for the Thunder. She's one of the players that they'll be looking to try and get back into this one. Tompkins for this, a good body at him. This is brilliantly worked and well saved as well by Sarah Easthope, showing just why between her and Dana Buttigieg they've only conceded 1 goal this week. Great move. Saliba nearly scoring, good save. The Thunder showing some good skills there, Keane.
Yeah, they are.
Open them up.
Yeah, some good combination play there, which up through the middle of the field, which was quite impressive. Just unlucky the finish didn't. The shot on goal didn't come to anything in the end.
Well, Alicia Williams will take this kicking. Xanthi Dumbrell very close to her. Tries to play it forward, but it's bounced off Sarah Yatin. There's a big clash in the middle of the field. Yatin turns, is blocked. She's going to get another chance here, though. Sarah Yatim in on goal, and Easthope saves. And a good challenge running backwards by Jada Gambas. Just did enough to put her off, didn't she?
She did. And that's all it needs in that sort of last third of the field. Someone to get in your way, put you off a little bit, and you scuff your shot.
Well, you see, Keane mentioned it earlier that Lightning took the lead early on in the game. They played during the week and sat back and defended in numbers, and they're doing that again, allowing the Thunder to have plenty of ball. Here's Saliba on the edge of the D. Goes back to Tompkins. She can shoot, but instead she goes inside to Yatim. Saliba again tries to squeeze it around the corner, and Ladinio comes across to make the challenge. It's a kick in on this near side. Back to Tompkins. She does shoot this time, but doesn't get it right. It's deflected off of Williams for a corner. But they've been quite content for Thunder to have plenty of ball, haven't they? Here's Tompkins again in towards the near post. Yatim tried the flick.
Yeah, they are. They defend with their life when it gets into that last third, which is vital to making sure that you protect your goal, and they'll continue to do that throughout the match, no doubt.
Yeah, they certainly defend well, and they're very well coached. It looks by Steve Peters there. It looks like he's got them very well structured. Here's Logan Garrard looking for the ball forward. She's going to pounce on this as well, Garrard. Half a chance here. Rose Kelly comes out and she can't find the angle to finish. Logan Garrard did brilliantly to get in there. Perhaps could have opened the body up and tried the right foot or gone round her, but in the end the shot just drifts wide of goal. Yeah,
it was worth a chance there. She was on goal, 1-on-1, so unfortunately it just drifted wide.
Here's Tompkins. Saliba does well. It's going to break loose, and Rugg tries to go in. Forceful challenge from Sarah Yatim on Eleanor Rugg. And in the end, the ball bounces through to East Hope, who doesn't take breath. She just gets rid of it to Mladinia, who under pressure from Yatim is forced to just blast it down the court. 14 minutes almost played here in the arena. Thunder trailing 1-0 to Lightning. Here's Tompkins. Saliba. And her pass is wayward, and good pressure again from Lightning. The high court press is pretty good.
Yeah, it's just interesting looking at the body language of the Thunder. I always like to watch that kind of thing as the game unfolds, just to see where their head's at.
Sarah Yatim obviously had something to say to Andrew Best on this near side. She got a bit of a ticking off. And the whistle goes again, and there's a card coming out to Sarah Yatim. That must be for infringement. Probably not retreating 5 metres, maybe.
Yeah, possibly. I'm not sure what's happened there.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a card for Sarah Yatim. Andrew Best, not a referee to be messed with on occasions.
No, he's not. He's quite the enforcer.
Yeah. Set his standard out early.
He's got that Charles Bronson look.
Here's Garrard. Chipping it up, and it's a good one too, and a header at goal from Alicia Williams. Had to be held by Rose Kelly. And she goes short, and the pressure's immediately put on by the Lightning. They're buzzing around the blue shirts as if their lives depended on it at the moment. And they're getting their reward. Another loose ball. Mladinia wins it. It's going to bait for Tompkins, though. Mladinia puts the pressure on, little and large there. And the ball breaks away. Real David and Goliath battle that one, and Catherine Mladinia not giving an inch to Renee Tompkins.
No, she's not. Like I said earlier in the piece, I'm sure they know each other and don't mind getting stuck into one another.
Logan Carrot on this near side is an interesting character. She kind of wisps around the field. You rarely notice it, and all of a sudden she comes up with something absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, she does. She's quite crafty as well. She's good on her feet.
Half chance, third chance from Virginia to poke goals, and it's hit Tompkins, I think. Or maybe it didn't, it just drifted wide. Yeah, back on Garrett. She does create stuff out of nothing, to be honest, doesn't she? And that's the kind of player you need.
Yeah, exactly.
Rose Kelly goes long looking for Yatim. She's going to hold this up. Williams does well to hold her up. It's a good ball in. Real chance here. Second opportunity, and it bounced around, and it was Demelza Howard who's just come on. Almost marked her impact on the game straight away. She'll take the corner here, and we'll get it back from Tompkins. That's a bit loose. Oh, hang on a minute. Smash forward from Eleanor Rugg. Takes a little bit of a shrug of the shoulders there, but she almost chipped Rose Kelly.
Really important part of the game. 4 minutes out from the break. Just to see if they can hang on to this lead. It'll give them a lot of confidence going into the second half.
It's a good ball forward, and that's a good hit out by Lagarde as well, and Rugg will complete the clearance. Only as far as Yatim, though. Tries to go past Williams, but Williams sticks a boot out and wins it. And the Lightning still defend this amazing record of conceding only 1 goal the whole week. Natalie Spirovsky. Her first involvement in the final. Howard from Walsh. Now Yatim. Good ball down the line, but Garrard, there she is across, effectively getting a foot in.
They're just content to sit in their own back third here and defend. It's interesting to watch. All week there hasn't been many teams getting behind them, given that they've only conceded 1 goal, which is very impressive.
Yeah, here's Spirovsky. Well, the Thunder know what they've got to do. Yatim lays it off to Spirovsky again. Says a lot for the faith that they have in each other as players, that they allow the Thunder to have so much possession and rely on your mate to get you out of trouble if the opportunity arises.
Yeah, that's a good part about being in a team. Being able to work together and sort of die for your teammates.
Yatim turns and shoots and finds the side netting. East Hope probably had that covered as well. A couple of changes for both teams. We've got Caridad back on again for the last 2 minutes. That's a bit loose, and Caridad and East Hope between them see it out. Claire Walsh was lurking with intent. Here's Demelza Howard. Walsh again looking to jink her way into the penalty area and fires a shot across goal, which Yatim couldn't get the end of. We've got 2 minutes to half time, and we're going to see the introduction here of Michiru Iwatsu, who scored yesterday. Her only goal of the competition in the semi-final against Victoria. It took a bizarre old goal she scored where the keeper went to clear it, bounced off her own teammate, and there was Owatsu stood pretty much on the line saying thanks very much.
Yeah, it's always
very
always
popular
tough.
goal there amongst the teammates, wasn't it?
Yeah,
at the time?
it was. Certainly was.
Here's Yatim. Williams. And Howard has it. And they start again with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Yatim. Chips it forward. Half a chance here perhaps. And the shot comes in from Natalie Spirovsky. But she couldn't keep it down and it flashed over the crossbar. And King, we have 1 minute to half time. And Lightning worthy of their lead?
Yeah, well, I think so. Fair to say the game's been quite even. It's just a matter of taking your chances.
Yeah, the chances have been few and far between, really, in terms of clear-cut ones for the Thunder. Plenty of possession, plenty of territory, but not finding the way through just yet. But they will have another 20 minutes plus this 40 seconds. Here's Donnelly. Chance here for Spirovsky, and East Hope got a hand on that one as well and pushes it wide. Real chance for Natalie Spirovsky. Once again, the Lightning defence, when they are breached, have the rock-solid Sarah Easthope to the rescue. Here's Walsh. Chance for Donnelly to lay it off. Walsh was in there and a great foot in as well from Williams. Superb defending. Masterclass, to be honest, in defensive work from the Lightning, you'd say, King.
Yeah, they've been fantastic all week, and today's been no different.
Spirovsky, 8 seconds to go. Can Donnelly get a shot away with 3 seconds left? Going to run out of time. And that's half time as a challenge comes in from Walsh on Dominic Caridad, and the Lightning will lead, and probably deservedly so. Yeah,
I think so. It's they've been very controlled going forward. They've defended well. They're very well organised, and they'll go into the break 1-0 up.
Yeah, it's second minute goal from Dominic Caridad divides the teams. We'll be back for the second half shortly. Welcome back to the second half of the Open Women's Championship, where the New South Wales Lightning lead New South Wales Thunder by 1-0, scored early on by Dominique Caridad. Since then, the Lightning have defended it resolutely. Thunder haven't found a way through yet. Both teams have changed their goalkeepers, as they've been wont to do all week. Melanie McCauley's gone in for the Thunder, and for Lightning, Dana Buttigieg's gone in. As we mentioned, though, doesn't usually change things with the Lightning defence.
No, it doesn't. I think it'll pretty much stay the same. It'll be up to, obviously, the Thunder to throw caution to the wind and just have a crack. You got nothing to lose. There's no games tomorrow. Get out there, do your best, run your legs off.
Well, let's see what they can do this half. Early chance, or an early run rather, for the New South Wales Lightning's Jada Cambas. It comes to nothing, and possession for the Thunder, pretty much how we ended the first half, with them on the ball. Howard slides it forward looking for Walsh, but Buttigieg's first touch is a nice easy one for her, and she'll find Caridad, the scorer, who plays that up the line and all the way out. The old 40-20 in rugby league, I think that was.
Yeah, the old 40-20.
Unfortunately for Lightning, they don't get the ball back. It's Spirovsky who takes the kick into Walsh. Now Howard, Walsh again. Spirovsky on this near side, looking for the run of Howard, and the challenge comes in from Cambas, and she's penalised. Robust challenge from Jada Cambas. It
was just asserting her authority early in the match, letting her know that she's still got some legs left, and happy to get in there and put some meat on the bones.
Yeah, Demelza Howard certainly knows that she's in a game this second half, if she didn't know before that. She'll take the free kick just outside the D. Goes across goal to Donnelly, who snuck on for this free kick, looking for the 1-2 with Walsh. And Thunder have the ball out wide once again. Back to Spirovsky. Shot comes in, blocked by Donnelly, in fact, and it's just bashed up the court all the way to Melanie McCauley, who rolls the ball out and starts another period of Thunder possession. I think the platform's been set again for the second half as Donnelly tries to turn. Might try to get a shot away, but instead swings a reverse pass towards Walsh. And it looks like we're going to be in for another 20 minutes of what we had earlier on, Keane.
I think so. I think I'm going to get a sore neck looking to the left for the entire game, as most of the attack is to the left side of the field from where we're sitting, Russ.
It'll be interesting to see how long, if Thunder don't make the breakthrough, they keep with this policy.
The thing is, if they just continue to go through the motions and do the same thing they've done, they're going to come up fruitless, I think. They've got to mix it up a little bit, change it up a little bit. Don't have to go forward straight away. Just draw them out and see what happens. Mix it up.
Well, here's Donnelly to Howard. Ball forward, and Owatsu comes in, gets a toe in there ahead of Spirovsky, and that's all they need to do for 17 and a half minutes, and they're national champions.
Exactly.
Easily said from up here, though. That's why we're not down there, I guess.
That's right.
Here's Spirovsky. Here's Donnelly. And again, it's taken a deflection. It's come to Howard. Here's Walsh. Back to Howard. And the shot comes in, and Dana Buttigieg is around, behind it. Rolls it out to Caridad. And she chips it forward and too far out of play. Had a text from my dad watching in the UK. At half time, he was a bit disappointed because he said I didn't send him a card for his birthday. Back in 1948. Not sure they were invented back then.
Well, what's your dad's name?
Doug.
Doug, I'm sure if you're listening or watching, you'll get a birthday card next year, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure I remembered.
Or just take a 0 off the inheritance.
0 off of 0 doesn't leave much, does it? Anyway, back to the more important stuff. And they've seen out 4 minutes so far of the second half in relative comfort. Here's Spirovsky to Donnelly. Walsh. Donnelly takes it in her stride nicely. Plays it back towards Walsh. She's going to break for Howard, and there's a free kick there, though. Claire Walsh just eased. It was Jada Cambaz out of the way. She's running past her to create that space. Once again, you have to say, defended very well from the Lightning.
Just looking at Lightning, call it what you like, Great Wall of China, Roman Army, it's difficult to get through.
it is pretty difficult to get through, and we'll see if the Thunder can find a way. They've got 15.5 minutes to do so. Here's Donnelly looking their best bet, to be fair, Laura Donnelly, in terms of creativeness. Tompkins finds Walsh, but that's deflected off. She's going to take a spell and be replaced by Rachel Perrins. We know she can score goals as well. Walsh battling, and Xanthi Dumbrell does well. Runs it into Howard. And Lightning, for the first time in the half, have an attacking position inside the Thunder's third. Caridad, his shot is blocked, and Walsh clears it all the way up, and Buttigieg is in no rush. Just lets it roll through to her. She might have put her foot on it for a bit.
It's interesting to watch the Lightning just in their mannerisms when the ball's out or wherever it may be. They look very calm under pressure. It's obviously the sign of it.
That's a good turn from Perrins, and Buttigieg diving to her left. Makes a superb stop. Oh, and that is a thumping challenge from Claire Walsh on poor old Jessica Elliott, who gets straight back up. That's what we like to see, though. Very firm challenge.
Certainly was. Firm but fair, I like to call it.
Yeah, and you were talking, about the mannerisms before Buttigieg saved there.
Yeah, the best players in the world in any sport, not only futsal, they're calm under pressure. And if you look at the Lightning players in their current state, they're all very calm and everything's calculated. They're not rushed. I always like looking at that, and I'm sure at home you can see that yourself.
And they have a lot of faith, like I said before, in both their goalkeepers to bail them out if they do get into a trouble, and that's a great thing to have, a lot of confidence in each other. Here's Elliott looking to turn. Walsh puts her body in the way. She's had a good game, to be fair, Walsh, and it's lost out. Here's a chance for Cambaz, but she's slipping as she wants to shoot, and it didn't have the power to trouble Macaulay, who gets the game straight back on the way.
Yeah, she was just off balance there when she struck that ball. She could have had another touch if she wanted, or rolled out and kept it, but she chose to have a shot, and unfortunately she lost the footing.
Osman finds Tompkins. Bit of space for Tompkins, and Osman goes for the return, and she gets it, but the defence is back there again and in numbers, and a foot in again. Brilliant stuff from the Lightning, just to deny Thunder any space. They're giving the ball back here. Look, they're defending in their own half. They're like, you're not going to hurt us from there.
No.
We'll let you have it back there and see what happens. Here's Yatim to Tompkins. Perrins having to go back to Tompkins again, and here's a chance perhaps. Cambaz gets on the end of it. Cambaz in on goal, shoots, and it's well saved by Macaulay. It's going to play for Elliott, putting it goal, and Tompkins is there to pick it up on the line and deny the Lightning a second goal. But good pressure once more from Lightning. Here's Osman. Here's Osman again. Still going. Can she keep it in? She can. And she wins a corner off of Dumbrell. How long do you think the Lightning can keep this up, this pressing game?
I think they'll be okay. They've done it. They've done it for most of the week. Today would be. There's no reason why they can't do it for another 13 minutes or so. Here's
Yatim firing across goal. Easy for Buttigieg. And she rolls it out to Elliott. Still going, Elliott. Oh, and almost a great pass from Ladinia, but Tompkins intercepts it, and off she goes into that stride of hers. Winds one up and shoots and crashes it against the crossbar. Did Buttigieg get a finger on it? Possibly. Either way, Renee Tompkins is dangerous from there, and there's a warning for Lightning if they needed one.
Yeah, if you're in goals and you've got long fingernails, that's the nail breaker. That's the one that pulls your nails off. Lucky for Lightning, it hit the crossbar and deflected out.
Yep, their goal still leading that charm life. Defensively, they have been absolutely brilliant this week, and they're continuing to be so. They have 12 minutes, or 11 and a half minutes to go. They lead 1-0 thanks to that goal in the second minute from Dominique Caridad. Here's Tompkins. Osman. Touch got away from her a little bit, but she picks it back up, and we'll get a return pass off of Perrins. Across comes Medinio to concede the kick in. Here's Tompkins again. Tried to slide it inside the fullback. Dumbrell's there. And that's a good looking ball over the top of Medinio. Can't get there.
Interesting to see, Russ. Both teams still full of running, which is always good to see. In the late stages of the game, and still keen to get into challenges that probably they don't need to go into.
Well, you see, keen when they've got that defensive zone sometimes the best way would be to slide it inside.
Yeah, that's right.
And try and get a runner onto the end of it. Osman. Here's Osman again. Ladinho puts under pressure and it comes off of Osman. It will be a Lightning ball.
Thing is, just talking about that, Russ, I've noticed that a lot this week, that, you know, a player will be on the sideline thinking they've got space and they run the ball over the sideline. The field is inside, so take your touch inside where you've got more field than your teammates are.
Yeah, there's been a number of occasions of that, whether they haven't quite got the dimensions of the court or whether the occasion has got to them a couple of times. Anyway, it's a free kick to Lightning in a dangerous position. Dominic Caridad's behind it. She's got Mladinho on the byline, and that's where she goes. And the idea was to play it back, I think, to Elliott, but Mladinho inexplicably missed that one. It wasn't hit too hard for her. It was just took her off the ball. Here's Tompkins. Less than half of the half to go. 9 minutes or so left of this final. Here's Osman. Tompkins. Good challenge. Going to break for Osman. Loose, and she scores! A bit of luck when it comes, but when it did, Doris Osman was there, showing the arch predatory skills that we know, and right-footed swings it and brings Thunder level.
Interesting turn of events there. It was obviously, as you would have seen at home, just a lot of turnover there, just in that last third, and she snapped at it, and it's lucky enough to go in the lower 90, as I like to call it.
They needed the break, didn't they? And they certainly got it there because there's a bit lucky on the ricochet. But Doris Osman, like all good forwards, was just lurking with intent and finished when it needed to. And we're back square at 1-1. Now, this is interesting to see how Lightning react to this. As you said, all week they've defended resolutely and well and played on the break. Now that they've got to be a little bit more proactive, perhaps, or do you think they'll just carry on the way they're going?
No, I think you'll just see more of the same. I'm not sure they've got a lot in their repertoire of options here. They'll just do what they do. You know, Thunder, on the other hand, have been in this situation throughout the week, and we'll just continue to mix things up a little bit, but we'll see how it unfolds.
Well, there's 8 minutes exactly to go. It's 1-1. Spread forward towards Alicia Williams.
I might just add that I did say Roman Army or Great Wall of China. If you've ever been to China, there are breaks in the wall every now and then, every couple of thousand Ks.
And that was it. It's been about a couple of thousand Ks, I think, since they last conceded. So lots to play for still. Tompkins goes forward. Challenged well by Mladinho. That's bounced off, and Yatim goes there, and Buttigieg comes, spins around, almost runs it out of area. Tell you what, she'll be filthy that she's conceded a goal.
She will be, but you know, the best goalkeepers in the world concede goals. We all make mistakes.
Yeah. And to be fair, there's nothing she could really do about that. She spread herself well, but Osman just slotted it inside the near post, and it's 1-1. Is Caridad. Dumbrell is deflected to Mladinho. Back to goal, but she might get a shot away on the turn. Just runs away from her, though. 7 minutes until we have extra time, unless someone can find the breakthrough. Macaulay, that was almost a great throw, but Williams stuck her leg out and blocked it. Here's Tompkins. Notably been a lot more involved this half for Renee Tompkins in an attacking sense.
Yeah, she certainly has, and it's one of them ones. If your coach is looking at you to do something, if you're not going to go out there and come off the field with your petrol light on and give it everything you've got, you're wasting your team's time. So, you know, it's important that everyone out there, you know, in these dying stages, just give it everything you got. It's 1-1 in a final. You're not playing tomorrow. There's no more games. You might as well get it done today.
The price of fuel in Canberra, you don't want to use up too much, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You can fill up in Sydney where it's cheaper. Here's Walsh. Saliba. Cleared by Mladinho. And that's going to go all the way through to Macaulay. She's in no real rush to get that one back. Happy to be back level at 1-1. Saliba. Walsh. And Tompkins again. And here's Walsh with a bit of space. Shot on the turn. Buttigieg makes the save. It's going to bounce loose. And in went Saliba rather. And into the side netting, and Buttigieg got enough on it. Decent save.
Was a very good save. Certainly a lot braver than me in goals.
Here's Osman. As we mentioned before, it's a pretty tough floor out there. Haven't fallen over it this week, fortunately.
Nah, certainly no foam pit.
But there's a couple of people that have banged heads on here and still tell you about it today. Probably still got the bumps. Here's Tompkins to Osman. Saliba tried to find Tompkins, but the pass was a bit wayward. And with 5 minutes to play, it's 1-1. Dominic Caradad's early goal cancelled out by Doris Osman's opportunism for the Thunder. It's one apiece. Ball down the line towards Williams. She might keep this in. Fires it across goal, but Macaulay comfortable. Rolls it out to Tompkins. Dumbrell gets the foot in. Good block as well.
I think it's fair to say, Ross, that Thunder have certainly played themselves back into this game, especially in the second half. Anyway,
yeah, they've been given a lot of possession. Oh, here's a chance. Logan Garrett. We said earlier in the first half, here's Garrett. Macaulay saves. It might break here for Jada Cambaz, but she couldn't keep her header down. We mentioned in the first half about Garrett. She's quiet. She floats around the place, and all of a sudden she's involved. That felt by her standards was a good chance that she didn't take.
No, it's unfortunate there, and obviously the follow-up there went over the top as well, which is a little bit disappointing, but that's the way it goes.
Yeah, if Cambaz had got that on target, that would have been with no one home, would have been 2-1. Here's Tompkins. Garrett putting pressure on again and winning it again. Skipping away from Walsh and winning the kick-in. 4 minutes to go. Can you see a winner before extra time? Putting you on the spot there, I know.
Never say never and never say always.
So you're sitting on the fence?
I'm unsure at this stage.
Should be a politician with an answer like that, Keane. Here's Tompkins.
I'm in the right city for it.
Nice segue. Here's Macaulay. She rolls it out to Howard and Tompkins takes over. Walsh, a little bit loose, but she gets it back off Dumbrell. Walsh again. Here's Tompkins. Forwards to Saliba. Walsh once more, heavily involved in the second half as well. Still going Claire Walsh. Good pressure from Cambaz. Saliba and Tompkins. Dumbrell pounces on the loose pass, but it's out of play again.
3 minutes from the end, 3 minutes from time. You're sort of looking at players. If you're the coach here, you're looking at players that look a little fatigued because you want everyone out there as fresh as possible, because it'll be a little error that costs you at this stage of the game.
Yes, so we expect to see a fair few changes in the personnel between now and the end, and in extra time if indeed we do go that far. Here's Saliba, blocked by Cambaz. Logan Garrett flicks it up, ball breaks through, and it's a bludgeoning run forward by Eleanor Rugg, but she couldn't get away past Melanie Macaulay. Substitution here as Tompkins walks the ball off to Yatim. Howards. Saliba, that's a bit short, and Rugg got a foot in as well. She's full of energy still, surprisingly, with 2 minutes to go. Using their substitutions really well, Steve Peters and Paolo Duarte for that matter. Here's Yatim. Oh, good skill from Yatim, tried to get the shot away, but there's Rugg again, back making the sliding challenge, conceding the corner with 1 minute and 50 seconds to go. Are we going to get a winner, or are we going to have to go through 10 minutes of extra time? It's back towards Saliba, who blasts one goalwards, but that's always rising and over the crossbar.
Yeah, row-o.
Certainly is. Men's Grand Final coming up shortly. ACT versus New South Wales Thunder. ACT team warming up in the tunnel, we can see across from us there, and coach Christian Collins, arms folded, looks a picture of concentration at the moment, doesn't he?
He does.
Quick glance at his watch though, he'd be wanting this one over.
He will. It looks like he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Yep. Big day for him today, looking to repeat what the ACT did last year and win the Men's Open. Here's Cambaz. Spolowski gets back and Cambaz couldn't get her shot away with any real power. Macaulay throws it long. Ooh, chance here, but it's bounced too high for Sarah Yatin, and Buttigieg has it. The tempo's picked up, there's a minute to go. Both sides looking for the winner. Caridad. Pressured by Walsh. Gets a foot in. Yatin might get a shot away, but the free kick is given. Just a little tickle on the back of the ankle there.
Yeah, it's always a sensitive spot though.
Good call again from Nicholas Bacco. But Lightning give it away. So 30 seconds to go. Chance perhaps for the Thunder to win it. Any goal now, of course, would be a match winner. Here's Spirovsky, that she's overhit it, and Buttigieg lets it run. She's going to get 20 seconds worth of futsal to try and find something for Lightning. She's going to go long with this one up towards Cambaz, whose touch isn't great, unfortunately, but a tiredness there from Jada Cambaz. And with 10 seconds to go, it looks like we're going to head towards extra time unless something remarkable happens. Here's Yatin in on goal, real chance, that could have been the winner. With 5 seconds remaining, it set up nicely for her, but she rushed her shot off the side of her foot.
She did. She just wasn't patient there. Just needed to be patient in that situation.
And there's the final whistle. That chance for Sarah Yatim coming right at the end, but she didn't take it, and it finishes at full time. Lightning 1, Thunder 1. We'll be back with 10 minutes of extra time very shortly. Welcome back to the AIS Arena for extra time in the Open Women's Final between Lightning and Thunder, where it's 1-1. Bit of a false start that we got there. Lightning in the white, attacking the goal to our right in this first half of extra time. Thunder in the blue. Thunder had all the possession in the second half and got that most of the game and got that goal. Will we see much of the same? I'll get you to answer that in just a second off this attack.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It's, as I mentioned before, they've been here for a week in 40-degree heat. It'll just be a case of having your freshest legs out there. And, you're not teaching your girls anything different at this stage of the tournament.
There's probably people watching us online in South Australia or Western Australia laughing at our 40 degrees. Going, we'll raise you to 45 or 46 or something like that. Logan Garrett with the kick in. It's Mladinho. Second chance. Shot from distance. Fair to say that not one of the best that Jada Cambaz has ever hit.
She just seems to be starting to fatigue a little.
Walsh smashes that up the court. So it's 1-1 here. If there's no goals, We're going to penalties.
Yeah, we will. It's a lottery then. Who's got nerves of steel? Not the sort of way that you want to win an event, but that's how it is. Unless you're going to toss a coin.
Nope, 5 minutes each way in extra time, and then penalties to decide the winner. Here's Logan Garrett, challenged on this near side by Demelza Howard. Caridad, who opened the scoring. Seems like a while ago now that she scored that goal. Dominic Caridad.
Seems like an eternity.
Is Macaulay rolling it out to Walsh. Spirovsky finds Walsh again. Back to Spirovsky. Back heels it up the line for Yatim. Chance if she can flick it around the corner. She does. Walsh is in here. In on goal. Sarah Walsh. But she smashes it wide. Claire Walsh, rather. I should have said Sarah Walsh plays for Sydney FC.
It's probably been their story all week. Just wide, just over, just saved. That's the difference between teams that come first and the teams that come second.
Well, Claire Walsh has scored goals this week. 3 of them. That was almost her 4th, and you'd have bet your house on that one.
You would have.
Oh, here's a chance. It's broken clear, and Howard's in, and luckily again, Thunder have scored for the second time, almost a repeat of the first. It's bounced around. Demelza Howard didn't mean to play that 1-2 off the defender, but when it fell to her, she certainly made it pay. It's Thunder 2, Lightning 1.
Didn't she ever? It was certainly a great finish. It's the first time that Lightning have been behind in this whole event, this whole tournament this week. It'll be interesting to see if they can come back. This is where you need your big players to step up.
It'll be interesting to see whether they have a plan B, because plan A has been score a goal and defend. So it'll be interesting to see what they've got left in the locker, to be honest, if anything. So we'll see. Demelza Howard, she's picked the right time to score her first goal of the competition as well, hasn't she?
She certainly has. There's no better time than in the GF.
Yeah, 3 minutes into the extra time in the GF. Here's Yatim. And that's a ball back perhaps there on Garrett, not given. Bit of maybe 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, Kim.
Yeah, it's, nothing wrong with that. A little bit of shoulder to shoulder.
Here's Caridad chipping up towards Garrett. That's too far. Macaulay will pick this up. Yatim. Howard. Match winner at the moment. Yatim again. Not renowned for her goals, is she, Demelza Howard? I think if I'd given you a choice of anybody on the field that would score the match winner, if it turns out to be that, I doubt you'd have picked her.
No, you wouldn't have. No, not in a million years.
But she certainly finished it like a seasoned striker. Smashing it left-footed. Here's a yellow card for Sarah Yatim, and that's her second yellow card of the match, and there's a red card for the Thunder's Sarah Yatim. I can only assume she said something to Nicholas Bacco on that far side, and she's been sent off.
Yeah, and she's still going. She's had a couple of parting words there at the end as well.
Yeah, well, this is interesting. It's going to put Thunder down to 4 players for 2 minutes. Can Lightning find the breakthrough? Whole new ball game right now for the last 45 seconds of this half and the first minute and a bit of the second half. And Andrew Best is just explaining to Sarah Yatim she can't sit on the bench. She's off to the naughty corner. Literally. And now she has to leave the arena. Not a happy bunny, it's fair to say, right now, is she?
No. But, at the end of the day, you're only letting your team down. It's no point. The referee's always going to be right, regardless whether he's right or wrong. He's always going to be right, so you just got to button it up, and she could cost the team here.
Nice caveat you put on the end of that sentence, whether they're right or wrong. On that occasion, obviously, she said something to Nicholas Bacco, and having already got a yellow card, you can only assume that's a...
You never want to get sent off, but the only good thing about getting sent off is you get guaranteed hot water in the shower.
Or cold, as you're doing once right now.
Cold.
Here's Caridad. Shot from Elliot Handball, perhaps? Not given. It definitely struck Claire Walsh on the arm, and her arm was out to the side, so it's an interesting one. It was outside the area anyway, so it would have only been a free kick. But Lightning still have the advantage of the extra player. Out wide, Elliot. Good feet for Elliot, and out comes Macaulay to check and block for a corner. 10 seconds to see out this half, and then, like I said, a minute and 15 or so for the seconds. Oh, what's she done there? Kind of stumbled on the ball and hit it twice. That's a bit of a disaster from Jessica Elliott.
It's like the old double kiss in snooker, Russ. When you go to hit the cue ball and you You give it a little jab before you...
Happens to me on plenty of occasions, like my golf shots. So that's half-time and extra time. The goal scored by Demelza Howard 3 minutes into the second period. There's going to be a straight cross round. Can you see a way back for the Lightning at the moment?
I don't know. I'll let you know in the first 30 seconds of this next half. As I mentioned before, I'm a stickler for sort of looking at players' body language and seeing, whether they've got it in them or whether they're just going to lay down and die. So give me the first 30 seconds and I'll let you know.
All right, we'll come back to that one. Lightning will have about, like I say, 75 seconds or so to make this extra person count. And if they can, you'd think penalties would be an almost dead cert. The way these two teams have played today, you have to feel a bit sorry for Lightning because he did 2 goals out of nothing, really. Bit of a couple of deflections, but fair play to the Thunder for taking their chances when they arose. And it will be the Thunder who have their kick-off there in no real rush at the moment, but they'll need to get on with it. They don't really want to take the kick-off, they want to keep everyone in defence. Someone's going to have to go forward, perhaps just smash it up the court and give the ball away. Put it in row Z. Block B.
Like I said, Thunder, they're under a little bit of pressure. They've got less players on the field. You've got to be calm under pressure here. You've got to be a bit smart about what you do and how you do it.
Doris Osman is smart. Score the first goal. She shoots. That wastes a few seconds. About a minute or so before they get their full quota back. Here's Elliott. Bringing it forward. They all retreat, the Thunder. That's a pass is going to come across goal. I thought it was a bit short there, but Caradad did well to fire it across, and Santi Dumbrell couldn't quite get on the end of it. A walking pace for Renee Tompkins. It deflects off Dumbrell, off of Caradad's knee, and here's Walsh. Caradad gets a foot in, and they've seen out another 20 seconds or so with the extra player. 37 seconds. I'm coming back to your question.
Like I said, I'm looking at body language. Are they looking alive? They're probably not at this stage, but anything can happen.
Cue a goal, I think. Dumbrell. Caradad, space perhaps. Back to Dumbrell. Can she hit one? Instead, she goes back to Caradad again. It's fired across goal. Osman gets a foot in. This is going up the court, nowhere else. Out for a kick in on the far side, and we've got about 7 seconds till they get a full team back on the court. They're probably going to get it on before this kick in is even taken, to be honest. Here's Dumbrell. She'll bring it forward, and here they are back to full numbers. Here's Elliott. Looking for space. There is none at the moment. Thunder defending well at the moment. Cambaz. Caradad robbed by Perrins. Osman to her left, but she couldn't find her. She might get a break again, Doris Osman. Still going on goal. And it's broken, and Buttigieg slides out to concede the kick in. Back towards Tompkins, who shoots another fiery shot towards goal, and Buttigieg must have got a touch on that as well. And 3 more minutes, King, between...
Yeah, it's just a case of winding the clock down now, being a little bit smart about what you do, not conceding fouls, not doing nothing silly. Just play a nice control game and just see the game out.
Yeah, Perrins is holding it in the corner.
There you go. As we speak, she just heads towards the corner.
Yep, doing really well. Dumbrell goes across. It'll be interesting to see the similar scenario in the men's game a little bit later on if that happens. I'd imagine some of the challenges would be a little bit more hefty. A
little bit more robust than that.
Yeah. Here's Dumbrell.
Just in saying that, Russ, I think all games today have been played in good spirit, which is always good to see. It's the old saying, firm but fair. No one's been hurt, which is always great.
Garrett shoots, and that's out wide. Daniel Buttigieg came out to join the attack there. There's been a couple of send-offs today, but nothing untoward. There's a ball forward, and here comes Buttigieg, and Osman came out to challenge, and it'll be a free kick. And that's fifth foul. In fact, I thought it was going to be time out. They both had time out. It's a 5th foul call. As you can see, Lightning playing without a keeper because Buttigieg's down to our left on the far side of the court. The ball is going towards her. Here she's up for the header. Couldn't quite get it as well. That would have been something spectacular. But now she's got a long way to go. But Macaulay obviously is in no rush to get it up there. She knows they don't need another goal.
Yeah, she's one of the older girls in the team. She'll just wind the clock down, play it smart.
And Tompkins smashes it up the park.
It's the old 40-20.
Yep, the 40-20 again. And it's the keeper's ball. We've got 90 seconds between Thunder and victory. Lightning staring down their first defeat of the week, and this would have been the place that all the time that they would have wanted that. Here's Garrett. Put in by Perrins. Garrett's got problems here. Perrins is still there, and it should be a New South Wales Lightning ball. Garib will take it. Here's Dumbrell. Squares it to Caridad. 5 in this attack. Everybody back for Thunder, as you'd expect. Caridad, Buttigieg cuts inside. Fouled. Shot comes away. This is it. It's all over. It's in the net from distance. Rachel Barrows just swings a ball at it, sends it towards goal, and that's what you get when you play the 5th player and it doesn't work. Simple finish for Perrins. You'd think it's game over.
I think that's the ball game, Russ. It's one of those games you'll never forget as a player. You play all tournament and not lose a game and win a grand final, lose a grand final. You remember that when you're 50. You don't forget these games.
Yeah. Unfortunately for the Lightning, it's been one of those games for them. They've battled hard and they just couldn't. Once they've conceded that equaliser, they couldn't find a way back. And they've paid for it with the 3rd goal, which has flattered Thunder somewhat the scoreline in the end, but they won't care how they get across the line. 10 seconds between the Thunder and victory. Here's Tompkins smashing it up the court again and out of play, and that will just about do that. And would you think on the basis that they've done enough?
I think so. That's game, set and match. Thank your linesmen, thank your ball boys.
And you think probably on the balance they might have deserved the victory?
I think so. They've created more chances and they've taken their chances when they got them.
Well, they had to come from behind. Dominic Caridad gave the Lightning the lead in the 2nd minute. But goals in the second half from Doris Osmond and then extra time from Demelza Howard and Rachel Perrins have seen Thunder crowned Open Women's Champions. We'll be back. Well, I will be. Keane's done his dash for today. Thanks to Keane. I'll be back with Stephen Knight probably for the Men's Open Grand Final in just a moment. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Futsal Championship. The first award of the evening is for the most goals scored during the championships. And this year, the award is shared by three women strikers. First of all, Eric Cloud from ACT. Erin shares an award with another ACT girl, Ashley Bromley. Claire, Ashley and Erin. Next award goes to the pottery championships as voted by contemplation. Once again, this award is shared. The award for Open Women Player of the Championship is shared by Ashley Columbia Racing Team and Shannon Adams of South Australia. Congratulations to Ashley and Shannon Adams. We'd like to continue our training by recognising the referees for the excellent work they have done both tonight throughout the championship. The referees on this match were referee 1, Andrew Best. Referee 2, Nicholas Papa. Third official, Jonathan Moore. And timekeeper Ryan Shepherd has had to get ready for the next game. Ryan Shepherd was the fourth referee. We now call out the runners-up team to the Lions. Runners-up in the 2014 Open Women's NSW Lightning. Number 1, Sarah Easthope. Number 2, Catherine Lundman. Number 3, Michelle Awazu. Number 4, Jessica Davis. Number 5, Eleanor Rudd. Number 6, Zandy Dumbro. Number 7, Alicia Williams. Number 8, Jada Canvas. Number 9, Logan Miller. Number 11, Dominic Carrier. And number 12, Anna Bucky. And now for the winners of the Open Women's 2014 NSW Championships, please welcome NSW Thunder. Number 1, Melanie McCauley. Number 2, Laura Donnelly. Number 3, Claire Walsh. Number 4, Imelda Howard. Number 5, Rachel Berings. Number 6, Zoe Redmond. Number 7, Doris Osmond. Number 8, Joanne Saylor. Number 9, Renee Tompkins. Number 10, Sarah Yatin. Number 11, Natalie Skorowski. And number 12, Tommy Rose Kelly. And coach, Howard Watson. Ladies and gentlemen, Open Women's Champions 2014 National Futsal Championship.